Hey y'all. Okay, so this is my travel journal that I filmed like a flip of just the journal itself that I made. And so now I've put all the things in it. And it's like, these are just, I explain it in the other video that I will link below if you want to see like the before situation. This is just like ephemera that I've kept from trips, but I never made like a travel journal with all the pictures and specific to those trips. So I just have all the things I didn't necessarily want to toss out, but I'm not going to go back and like print the pictures, like do a whole separate thing. So everything just kind of got tossed in here. So I made this journal. Oh my gosh, y'all, it is a chunka munka right now. Like, y'all can see this. Okay, so it is 2 signatures. I didn't even make it to the second signature. I thought I would fill this bad boy up, but I think I did a lot of layering and flip outs and stuff like that. So anyway, so I have the whole back. So it is a little like one-sidedly chunky, but like once I do fill it up in the back, it'll be a little better. But this thing weighs so much, and Ashley suggested I should weigh it before and after. But I had already worked on it, and anyway, then I tried to put it on my scale and it wouldn't read it. So anyway, it is, but it's stout, y'all. That's all I'm saying. It's stout. So, all right. So I'm just gonna flip through. I'm gonna show you kind of like what I have in here, and how I like put stuff in and layered things. So these are just some journal cards that I had. God, it's like so tilted we can't even see. Okay, so the first section is Denver. I think all of this is from when we went up there for my brother's wedding. So my brother was living in Denver, and we went up to they got married in Estes Park. So this is just a lot of stuff from that trip. This is downtown Estes Park. There's a little river that runs through the park. This we had to check. Malachi was tiny, so we had a stroller, so we had to check the stroller. And then this is from one of the guidebooks. It's just like a history of Estes Park. So I thought that was super interesting. Kept that in there. And there is obviously lots of hiking trails. There's an old cabin and some ruins of a cabin. And so we hiked up there to see this cabin and just postcard. So it's just kind of like, this is actually just journaling cards, just kind of decor to fill up the back of this envelope. This is my little bridesmaid's gift was in here from my sister-in-law. And so I just kept the bag. It was so cute. Black Canyon Inn is where we stayed in Estes Park. So like the whole family, her family, our family, which she has, there's 12 kids in her family. So, and then it's just me and Corey. So like, she had a ton of family there. And, but yeah, so we stayed here at these, cabins, like mountain houses. And so we had one, like a 3-bedroom type deal for my family, my parents and my grandparents. It was really cool. So Estes Park is like north, like farther up in the mountains than Denver. So Denver's a mile high, right? Like it's literally a mile above sea level. And so then we're even higher up in the mountains. And, I thought it'd be a great idea to like go for a run, which is fine, except I'm not altitude trained. And so, then I thought at the end of my run, I was like, let me blow up this hill. Like it was a very steep hill, like for where the cabins were. And, so I got about like halfway up the hill and started having chest pain and like pain down my left arm. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to stop now so don't actually have a heart attack. It was crazy. There was like so little oxygen getting to my heart. And anyway, so if you go to the mountains, don't push yourself. That's all I'm saying. All right. So I flipped that out because I wanted to be able to read both sides. This is actually a thank you card from my brother after the wedding. He said, thank you for being my sister. Wait, you can't help that. Okay, thank you for being my friend as well. My brother, I love it. It has been really cool. Like, obviously, it started in college. Like, once we got to college, we were friends. You know what I mean? Like, you know how that goes. So, anyway, so pretty cool. All right, so I kept all of that. This is the ceremony part. I need to kind of re-glue this. So this was the ceremony, and everybody's names listed, all the things. And okay, so apparently I had plans, right, to make a journal of this. I was taking notes every day of like kind of the little things that we were doing. And we went hiking up to the Twin Owls, which is these like mountain, like rock formations, like way up in the mountains that look like owls, and they're really cool. I'm gonna actually like print out a picture of them and stick it in here too, because they're like really cool. And we were just playing, hanging out with my grandparents, all the things, but I just like literally was taking notes. We were there for a week. Just did, I mean, all the things. And so I just kind of kept those in here. I did a little bit of journaling, apparently. So that's all in here for later reading. It was just a map. I thought this map was really, really cool. And it also, so on the back of the map has like a information about the area, plants and animals and stuff like that. So that was Denver. So the next section is 2 different Chattanooga trips. One I went with just me and Malachi when he was younger, and then one that we went, me, Malachi, Chris, and Bella. So I had the journal itself, had this Hard Rock Cafe bag, so I just made a pocket of it. Got the map here. Postcard. I think I can pull this off. Yeah, so there's just our ticket, like one of the tickets for the Incline Railway. This thing's very cool. It's like a mile long, and it takes you up this train situation all the way to the top of Lookout Mountain. So it's pretty cool. So, and kept the brochure here. These are tickets to Rock City. Rock City is like, it's, man, you'll have to look it up if you want to see like pictures. Obviously I didn't put pictures in here, but like they have like a swinging bridge, and they've got, it's just rock formations, and you got to like narrow pathways that you got to squeeze through. There's one that's called the Fat Man Squeeze, because it's like, it's really thin to get through. They have the outcroppings, and then you can go up to, there's a waterfall, and then you go up to this one point at the top where you can look, and if you look in all the directions, you can see 7 different states. And it's super fun. They have a little gnome village, and like, oh, it's just the cutest. So here's tickets, and here's a whole map situation of all the things that you can do. And then, so that was me and Malachi. This is the trip I took with the whole fam. I had printed out a map, and I marked where our hotel was, and like where the various things that we wanted to do. Do y'all keep, am I the only one? Do y'all keep your hotel room key cards? Apparently I did that quite a bit. But we went to the aquarium. Cute. I have this clear pocket here. This was from a bag of something I ordered either off Etsy or Amazon. Cannot remember. And then there's just a map of, so the aquarium has like an ocean aquarium, and then the river, because it's right on the Tennessee River. So they got a lot of like freshwater animals and stuff. But the ocean one has like penguins and all that jazz. So this bag is from the aquarium shop. I glued it on this side, and then just made little like flappy fold outs. Here is the ticket, and just the brochure for the aquarium as well. Like I said, I literally keep like everything. We ate at this barbecue joint. It was really good. And I don't know, this came, it says honey I sauced the ribs saucy. This was in my stuff. I don't remember this. That's not my handwriting, so I know I didn't do it. I don't know if bartender did it. I have no idea where this thing came from, but it's too cute to not include here. And then, so this window envelope page, like I put that in so it would show through there. We also rode the incline railway again with the fam and went to Rock City. So here is Lover's Leap, and if the waterfall, and if you're up there at the top, that's where you can see the seven states. So, and this time I had gotten a different guide map that I kept. And so if there's something, if I have a brochure and I don't really care about what's on the back, I will just glue the whole back on. But if I do care, if I want to see the back, then I would have just put washi here so I could like flip it. Here is, oh look, another map. Yeah, Rock City is it's a really cool place. So I had this other postcard. I just made a pocket out of it with washi tape. Put that there. Okay, so here starts Washington, D.C. So I took a trip to D.C. and then I took a trip to Maryland, but like, was it Maryland? But it was like right by D.C. And then I ended up actually going over to, I don't know, maybe. I ended up going over, like, I had plenty of time before my flight went out. So at the end of the conference, so I went over to Alexandria. And I took an Uber from the hotel I was staying at into Alexandria. So, and typically, like, the driver told me, like, Uber drivers are not supposed to cross state lines, but they have an allowance because all, like, DC, Alexandria, and this, wherever the heck I was in Maryland, are so close together that they allow them to cross over that way. Because, I mean, it was like a 20-minute Uber ride, right? It's like it wasn't even far, maybe less than that. Anyway, so DC, we ate at PJ Clark's. This is just a postcard I picked up. This, I kept this because it's like a pink little, like, what do they call these, little hand protector that goes around the cup, and it was just so cute. And oh look, it's a room key. But literally, y'all, like, this is 2014. Like, what are we doing? Why do I have all this stuff still? I don't know. So I can show it to you now. So yeah, so this is just a huge map. Y'all probably can't see that very well, but huge map of the DC area and all the attractions you can kind of see. This is for a sightseeing trolley, but I didn't do that, but I definitely did pick up the map. Okay, and then oh my gosh, this trip was crazy. Someone bought a bottle of Ciroc. We were at the Ritz-Carlton. I don't even know. I don't know what we were doing. But it was fun. I do know that it was fun. So yeah, so this is National Harbor, Maryland. Okay, so that's where I was the second trip, National Harbor, Maryland. So, and when I went to Alexandria, they have a torpedo factory turned art center. They actually like made torpedoes in this factory, and so they've turned it into art galleries, and it's like a free museum, like, and it's so wonderful. It was so cool, and they got a torpedo or two hanging around in there. But I kept this whole book for this resort that the conference was at. And here's like a mini map. I wish I did have a picture of this, but like, so inside the hotel was like buildings, little cottage looking buildings, fountains, ponds, like shops and restaurants. And like, it was huge inside this building. It was so cool. And then all the rooms looking to the inside had balconies, and you could just like look over all the stuff. It was so very cool. And then they had an Air Force One on site that you could go tour it, and I don't know why I didn't do it. I should have done it. I don't know why I didn't do it. But I just kept all of that, and I did. This book itself is pretty thick, so I put it a little closer into the middle of the book. Otherwise it'd be like bending the pages and weighing them down and stuff. So, and then y'all, have you ever seen these maps like this where they're like, hold on, see if I can even open it. Where they're like hand drawn looking, maps of cities and towns, and like I am in love. I have one of Melbourne, Florida as well, and oh my gosh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it so much. Like, it's so neat. So yeah, totally had to keep that, include that in here. So that is that. So the next section is New York. Taking a couple trips to New York for work conferences. This was one of the schedules. It was just a 1-day critical care conference. And so just kind of kept that because this one dog, he's a little crazy, but we love him. So I kept my Metro cards. This was off like a guide, like a visitor guide or whatever, but the yellow cab, and it just says New York City. So I just put that there. I did have to go to Tiffany. So Chris had bought me a bracelet from Tiffany, and it was like a little heart, like a thin heart, and then a chain. And then, anyway, so I wanted to get the back engraved. So I took it to Tiffany since I was in New York, took it to Tiffany and just dropped it off there to have them engrave it. Like, and here's the receipt. Like, it didn't even cost very much. So then I left it there and they shipped it back to me here in Georgia. I love this little map. So this is the front of a map, but like, I love how they did all the parts of town, like with the names and stuff. I just thought that was so cool. Another postcard. Obviously y'all can tell I love flips. And so Madison Avenue, like just a whole map situation, telling you where every store is on Madison Avenue. Here's another map. I believe I must have, there's writing on it, so I must have spoken with like the concierge or something to like ask where stuff was. I love these tags that they put on your luggage. Like, I keep all of those all the time for no reason other than I love them. So hang on one second, I close the door. Okay, sorry. Hubby just got home, so I'm trying to like be like, hey, I'm filming. So another postcard, Metro card, Cafe Napoli. Oh my god. It is an Italian restaurant down in Little Italy. So good. So this is the first time my friend actually lived in New York. So she and I hung out on this trip and went down to Cafe Napoli, walked around Chinatown, the whole thing. Anyway, so then when I took Chris up to New York in December, I took him here because it was so good. So good. So good. Okay. Another one of these. Okay, so then the next section is Ponte Vedra, Florida. The company I used to work for had a conference every year down there. It's just a little bit south of Jacksonville. So, and then the whole seahorse thing. Oh, look, I have a Turvis. So the seahorse is like their theme, and so this is like a coaster. It's too cute not to have. So and then they always put your key card in the little booklet here, and it's got like it's kind of like this bougie. It's very, very old but very bougie. So they have all the rooms on the beach. They've got a pool, the gym, tennis. There's a whole golf situation. Like, it's huge. So we always had our conference right in here in this building. And then, we had, if we weren't going to a workshop, like airway or, baby emergencies, obstetric emergencies, then, I would go out on the beach or go walk around, all things. Anyway, very, very cool. So this is another one, like, I just kept the book because I love it. And then, so the housekeeping would leave postcards on your bed. I have some more. I think I got one more in here, but I have more somewhere. But here's another one from another trip. Like, I've been down there multiple times. And here's a note from one of my docs. He got us all scarves and just like wrote us notes, and so sweet. He is a doll. He's one of the sweetest people that I know. So I just kept his note there. Postcard, another one of the books with all the info about the resort. Here's another postcard that housekeeping left, and then just a map of the Ponte Vedra area right here. Loving all the things. And then, okay, so now this section is still Florida, but it's like the Gulf side, like family vacations and stuff like that. Parking passes. We went to Crab Trap. Y'all saw this in another video, the junk journal flip I just did, from a recent trip we took to Florida. So this is McGuire's. It's got like an Irish pub theme, and there's money everywhere. You get to like write your name or a note on a dollar and you could staple it to the wall. Like, it's super fun. So this is the kids menu, but like, I can see that Malachi, he was younger. He wrote for babies only, for babies only. And then he wrote, I'm smart at math. We had a little tic-tac-toe action. I got the a full-on menu. Like, I'm like, okay, did I really walk out with a full-on menu? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And so then this yellow envelope window, like it just kind of shows through there. I thought that was really cool. We also ate at the back porch. It's one of our favorite restaurants there. And then they have a little shop there, so put the bag in, and postcard. Here is like the kids menu. Like, it's, I don't know how it never got colored, but you know I kept it. It's so cool. We ate at the donut hole, which is like, oh my gosh, the best donuts and breakfast, and their coffee's boo-boo, but everything else is really good. So I've kept that. And then, oh, this is the bracelet. So Malachi and I, we did parasailing, and so we went together, the two of us, and oh my gosh, it was gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it was so gorgeous. It was so much, and so quiet up there. It's so quiet, and we just had the best time. It was beautiful. Surf Hut is another one of our very favorite restaurants down there. This was probably from another trip. Went to the back porch, got their little menu here. Went to the Harbor Walk. They have a Margaritaville restaurant there. I thought the napkin was too cute. Postcard, and then y'all, I think that's it. I made it so that I had this and this, and then that's the end of the signature. So that is how this has turned out. I am looking forward to filling up the rest of it. You know what I mean? Oh man, thanks y'all so much for watching, and let me know if you have any questions or other thoughts, and I hope you're having a good day.